What we're going to go over in this video are special solutions to equations. Now, normally when you solve an equation, you're going to get one solution. That one solution is your answer. It's the one number that makes the equation true. Sometimes solving equations can result in the following, where you have no solution or where you have infinite solutions. And infinite solutions meaning any number you pick is going to be a correct answer. Any number you pick will make the statement true. No solution means there's no number in existence that's going to make the equation true. There's no number that is a solution to that equation that they created. These two situations happen when the variables are eliminated from the equation. Usually this occurs when there are variables on both sides of the equation. You start to eliminate the variable that's on the side it's not supposed to be on, and then all the variables are eliminated. So when all the variables are eliminated, you've got two choices to write down as the answer. You're actually going to write down the words no solution, or you're going to write down the words infinite solutions. And we're going to go over the two situations where you can recognize where you need to write these words down. To determine if the equation has no solution or infinite solutions, you solve it like you normally would. Both variables are eliminated, and you look at what's left over. You look at the remaining statement to see if it's true or if it's false. If it's true, then it's going to be infinite solutions. If it's false or no, then it's no solutions. And we're going to go over two examples to show you this situation. In this problem, we're going to show an example of an equation that does not have a solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this like we normally would. Normally, to put these things in standard form, this is the variable that we're going to eliminate. How do I eliminate a positive 4x? By subtracting 4x. And whatever I do to one side, I have to do it to the other side, and I put it up under this other 4x because I need to put together like terms. Now, the x's are eliminated over here, and you're left with negative 16. But the x's are also eliminated from this side right here. And you're left with an equation that does not have variables anymore. It has this simple statement right here. You read this statement to see if it's true or if it's false. If it's true, then you write down the words infinite solutions because anything can be a solution. If this statement is false, then you write down no solution. So let's read it. 5 is equal to negative 16. Is 5 equal to negative 16? No. So the answer I write down is no solution. There is no solution to this equation I started off with. No number can make this equation true. I solve this like I normally would. All my variables are eliminated. I look and see what I have left over, and I make a determination based on this statement right here. 5 is not equal to negative 16. That means there is no solution to this one. Now we're going to go over an example of an equation that has infinite solutions. So it looks a lot like the other one. Again, I'm going to solve this like I normally would. I need to get rid of this variable over here to eliminate a positive 4x. I subtract 4x. I do it to both sides. I find out that all my variables are eliminated, and I write down what I have left over. 5 is equal to 5. And I read this statement. If this statement is true, I write down infinite solutions. If it's false, I write down no solution. Is 5 equal to 5? Yes. The answer to this is infinite solutions, and that's what I write down. Every real number I can think of will work in this. Is 5 an answer to this? Yes. Is 10 an answer to this? Yes. Every single number I can think of is a solution to this equation I started off with. So when we're solving an equation and we reach a situation where all the variables are eliminated, then I have to make a decision based on what's left over. If what's left over is true, it's infinite solutions. If it's not, then it's no solution. Equations that have infinite solutions are also called identities. An identity is an equation that is true no matter what values are chosen. So sometimes they will call these type of equations identities or an identity. So here's the type of questions they'll ask. How many solutions does this equation have? So we're going to look at these equations and figure out how many solutions they have. I start to solve it like I normally would. I'll look at this equation right here. I know I need to get rid of the variables over here on this side. I subtract 3x from both sides. I find that my x's are eliminated over here and over here. Negative 10 is equal to 5. Is that true or is that false? That's false. How many solutions does this have? No solutions. That's what I would write down, or that's the answer I would choose in this situation. I go to my next example. Again, I get rid of the variable that's over here on this side. I subtract 13x from both sides. All my variables are eliminated. 5 is equal to 5. How many solutions do I have for this equation? Infinite solutions. I go to the next one. I go to solve this one. Well, for this one, I need to combine like terms first. I need to take this 3x and 10x and combine it together and get 13x plus 15 is equal to 12x plus 3. Now I get rid of the variable that's on the wrong side by subtracting 12x from both sides. The variables over here are not eliminated. X plus 15 is equal to 3. I subtract 15 from both sides. X is equal to 3 minus 15, negative 12. Negative 12 is my answer, but the question was, how many solutions does this have? One solution. There is only one answer to this equation, and it's negative 12. So when they ask how many solutions they have, if you actually get a solution, that means there's one solution to this. They're going to ask whether or not an equation is an identity. That means, does it have infinite solutions? Again, you go to solve it. Like this one, you need to combine like terms. A negative 5x and a positive 6x gives me x. As soon as I have the exact same thing on either side of the equal sign, I can stop there and go, yes, this is an identity. I can continue on and subtract x's from both sides and show that it has infinite solutions. But a lot of times when it's asking for an identity, they're wanting you to solve to the point that you have the exact same thing on one side of the equation that you have on the other side. So is this an identity? Yes, it is. Same with this one. I can start to eliminate variables from both sides. And once I do that, I can see that I'm going to have infinite solutions. So is this an identity? Yes. Or I could look at the very beginning and look, this is an x and a negative 13. Over here on this side, this is an x and a negative 13. If I have the exact same thing on one side of the equal sign that I have on the other, it's an identity. It's going to have infinite solutions. They'll also ask you to find the missing number to make the equation have no solution or infinite solutions. So for us to have a situation where there are no solutions or infinite solutions, the variables have to eliminate. That means whatever x is on this side has to be the exact same on the other side for the x's to eliminate. So what number is going to go in this spot right here to make it exactly the same as the other one? A 2. This 5x needs to be eliminated over here. I already have some x's. I need to combine these x's together to get a 5x. So what do I need to combine with a 3x to make it into a 5x so that I have the exact same thing over here on this side that I do on this side? Again, I need to have 2x. 2x plus 3x is going to combine together to give me 5x, and the x's will be eliminated. For something to have infinite solutions, I have to have the exact same thing on one side that I do on the other side. My x's are matching up. I've got 10 over here and 10 over here, but the numbers have to match up. I have to have the exact same number. I have a 10 over here, a -5. What can I combine with that -5 to make it a 10? 15. When I take a -5 and 15 and combine them together, I get a +10. And it would be exactly the same on either side once I combine those together. So for infinite solutions, everything has to be the same. For no solution, you just have to have the variables eliminated. Whatever is over here on this side has to be exactly the same on the other side as far as variables. For infinite solutions, everything has to be the same.